Will modern women ever accept the raw truth? Not in a million years. If they're side chicks, they'll just say that the relationship, or rather, situationship, was not good to move things forward. The term side chick has gained popularity in recent years and refers to a woman who is involved in a romantic or sexual relationship with a man who is already in a committed or primary relationship with another woman. The side chick typically holds a secondary or secretive position in the man's life, often being kept hidden from his primary partner. The nature of the relationship can vary, ranging from casual affairs to more serious involvements like a man cheating on his wife. The funny thing is that numerous women labeled as side chicks are often unaware of their status. Some of them simply believe they're entering into a relationship with a single man. Despite others being aware, she may be the last to find out due to the man's skilled deception.
I have dated men and they have not given me or made me feel like I was safe enough to be in a relationship. Let's just play that for number one. Number two, yes, I have had sex. That doesn't necessarily mean I've had sex with multiple men. Doesn't necessarily mean that the person that I've had sex with, I want to be in a relationship with them. That can still be my choice and that can still be okay.
Of course.
So when I say it's okay for me to be single for 10 years without a relationship, I think that's very normal. So
you're right, it's normal nowadays. Like nowadays it's not uncommon, but it's because modern women are side chicks.
That's what modern women are for. Some flings, some sex, and that's pretty much it. Their beauty will eventually fade, and they'll regret being used by men who have a main chick back home. In today's video, guys, we're talking about side chicks, how delusional they are, and even if they're not, how much they love to be in their positions and be homewreckers of modern women. I do post daily, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, and without further ado, let's start with today's content. Stick around because I'm sure you're going to love this one. But before we go any further, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to MGTOW Path. He said, $800 a week is more than enough to buy a passport. This was in response to a silly remark made by a silly woman saying $800 a week is broke. And this is the mindset. If they don't like it, they don't deserve it. Plenty of fish in the sea, guys. Please don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons too, as it helps a lot. And now, back to the video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever
Modern day dating culture, if we can use the word culture at all, is pretty entertaining as long as you don't get involved or attached to any bad chicks. Chads get tons of chicks, nice guys finish last, and the chances of having healthy relationships are slim to none. Some men even realize that the benefits of being a good person with morals hardly provides a man with any women, but being reckless and having rotations of women is great to have access to pussy. I came across an article written by a woman who, with her great sense of awareness, explains how women can tell if a man is using them as side chicks. You might know some, if not all of these signs, but it's fun to hear women finally realize the raw truth after years, if not decades of sunshine and rainbows. The article is titled, "Are You the Side Chick? Here are 8 ways to tell." Let's check it out. I don't know which lady needs to hear this, but if your boo always acts suspiciously around you, mainly when he receives a call or text, that is a red flag waving in your face. Seriously, let's stop for a moment. These modern women are insanely arrogant. They think they know it all, but then they get used recreationally for years without even noticing it, or even worse, justifying it. Then the man goes away with his main girl, and all she gets out of that situationship is bedroom experience and hatred towards an entire gender just because she chose the wrong guy. Looks like men must hold themselves accountable for using women, but women cannot be held accountable for choosing the wrong dude. For example, a married man. Thankfully, this girl knows that women are only driven by emotions and tend to choose their feelings over facts.
Galatians 6:7 says, "Don't be misled. You cannot mock the justice of God. You will always harvest what you plant." So I say this because later on in the verse it says, if you do not get tired of doing what is good, you will reap a harvest if you do not give up. You will reap a blessing if you do not give up. And I think a lot of us allow our feelings to drive us into spaces and places that we do not belong. And I say this about women that are dealing with married men. What harvest do you think you're going to get with the seeds that you are sowing? You think you're going to get a faithful guy because you're dealing with a married man while he's still in covenant? No. I think we cannot allow our feelings to drive the car. Our emotions will lead us down a path of death and decay. That's what it says in that same scripture. So I urge all women to really think about who they are deciding to spend their time and energy with, because it absolutely does matter.
Let's keep on reading the article. I promise it's gonna get even funnier. Side chick, this 9-letter word, is the greatest nightmare for women in committed relationships or marriages. A side chick is a woman one date in addition to a girlfriend or wife, usually in secret. When infidelity ends a relationship, trust people to partially blame a side chick, calling her names like a homewrecker. However, it is essential to note that many women referred to as side chicks don't even know they are. Few of them just assume that they're entering into a relationship with a single guy, even when everyone around her knows she will be the last to know because the guy is a smooth operator. The truth is, when it comes to deception, some Nigerian men deserve a platinum award along with a certificate of distinction because they possess the rare skill of making a woman think she is the only significant person in their lives when, in reality, she is the other woman. There are several scenarios where a lady assumes she and a guy are the it couple only to realize that he has been cheating on her with another lady. Upon further investigation, she discovers that the other lady is the wife he didn't tell her about, and while she thought she was the love of his life, she was his side chick. As much as women hate this, the reality is that men have a polygamous nature, and if countries like the US have men with tons of side chicks, you can guess how the situation is in Africa, where polygamy is legal in multiple places. That's just the way it is. The funny thing is that the author, who is a woman of course, feels sorry for this type of girl who can't realize she's a side chick, while she calls the man a smooth operator, meaning he's a manipulator. Holding other women accountable? That's something women will never do.
I heard because my emotions were in.
I heard that some guys cheat and then treat their girlfriend better because they feel kind of bad.
In that case, you should thank the side chick. Thank you.
No, that's what Kevin Samuel said. You should look at your side chick as an employee. And if someone, and then Andrew Tate says, if a side girl says I slept with your man, you should respond and say, I know.
I know. He just bought me a Birkin.
While the boss, aka the man, uses an employee for some time, she can do a good job, but at the end of the day, she's replaceable. That's the true nature of side chicks. They're good to boost a man's ego, especially if they're young and hot, but they're nothing else. In the meantime, the man uses tons of tactics to make her feel special while he's texting other girls. Let's keep on reading the article. Note that even if she's referring to Nigerian men, this applies to any Chad with a rotation of women or just a side chick for that matter. Dear ladies, this is the season to shine your eye and avoid falling victim to the deceit of men. Here are 7 signs to tell you that you are the side chick and not his main chick. No PDA. What is a relationship without a public display of affection? Simple, an illusion. While it's not necessary for your boyfriend to kiss, hug, or grab you in public, he should perform specific actions that signal to the world that you are his. An example would be if you are both sitting in a restaurant having dinner, and you grab his hands. If he quickly removes his hands and cautions you not to do that again, he is hiding something, and that something might be a girlfriend he's about to get married to, or has a wife already. He plans and times his visits. My sister, take the hint. If your boyfriend regularly gives you a specific date and time when you two should meet, take it. Though it's plausible that he does this due to his dynamic nature, it is also odd. The point is that guy who has side chicks often organizes days and times to balance the relationships between their girlfriends or wives and side chick. So, if you think his visits seem too structured and have a particular pattern, it's advisable to investigate. Secret date spots. This is the biggest red flag and, in a way, corroborates the first point. Dating a guy that only takes you on a date to a place no one knows or people hardly patronize hints that he is either ashamed to be seen with you or wants to avoid running into someone he knows. An average Nigerian man refrains from taking his side chick to a popular restaurant or other places. He doesn't pick up your calls. When you call him, he doesn't pick up most of the time. And when he does, it's in the middle of the night with him whispering. So I hope you see where we are going with this. If you notice this happening frequently, here are a few questions. Why did it take him this long to pick it up? Why is he whispering? Why couldn't he send me a message? Why couldn't he call me back? Providing logical answers to these questions might open your eyes to the truth. But, are women logical anyway? Not really, so the author is asking for a little bit too much. Let's keep on reading. I don't know anything about him. When your friends ask you about your boyfriend, you cannot say anything beyond his name, the type of car he drives, and probably his house. Wake up and smell the coffee. If every time you attempt to get to know more about your boyfriend by asking about his family and friends, he gets defensive, you better start weighing where you stand on the main chick and side chick scale. Never defines the relationship. Defining a relationship can be very tricky, and men use this to their advantage. For example, you and a guy might be intimate, and while you feel like there is something more between you, he sees you as insignificant. So, if your boyfriend has yet to clarify the status of the relationship, consider the possibility that he only sees you as an object of desire. No pictures of him. Pictures don't necessarily mean you are his main girlfriend or not a side chick, but they go a long way to prove if he wants evidence of your relationship to exist. Unfortunately, to cover up the trail, many men avoid taking pictures with their side chicks to prevent them from reaching the eyes of social media users. Have a boyfriend who doesn't like to strike a pose or take a selfie? Beware that he is preparing grounds for denial when you accuse him of dating you. Secrecy. I don't know which lady needs to hear this, but if your boo always acts suspiciously around you, mainly when he receives a call or text, that is a red flag waving in your face. Men are allowed to keep secrets, no doubt. However, if these secrets are getting too much with him keeping certain information like his whereabouts and names of friends from you, it shows that he doesn't trust you. A behavior that isn't exhibited towards the main chick. In addition, there is also his refusal to meet your friends, doesn't make you a priority, has zero regard for you, and makes zero attempts to get to know you.
So now, do you think, so a married man, is it safe to say that is it safe for him to have some hoes during marriage?
No, he shouldn't have hoes. He can have a side chick, but he can't have hoes.
Isn't that the same?
No.
Wow. What's the difference? Please
I think
explain.
hoes will bring you down, right? Like,
Yeah, hoes are dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh.
You really only get hoes when you're on the come up and you don't have nothing to lose yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay, so
But-
so side chicks, and explain it. So a side chick is more of a woman who's like a role player.
Yeah. Side chick she's dependable. She's trustworthy. She knows exactly what her job is.
She's not gonna it up.
Yeah, and
go
that's a
too
good
crazy.
side chick. Okay, some men try to make hoes side chicks. You can't do that. Because hoes will expose you, exploit you, tell your business. You can't do that. Now you have some women who are side chicks. Some women are not mentally capable of living with a man full time. Like some women will tell you, like, I need him to give me something and go. Some women cannot live with a man, whether it be due past trauma. It could be her personality.
It's kind of bold to say that side chicks know their job when most of the time they don't and get sold the illusion that they're the only ones. No, they're not, but either they ignore it or deny it. To wrap up this video, let's check some real life stories of women who learned that they were not the main ones. Trust me, these are even funnier than the previous article. While many women choose to be side chicks and date someone who is already in a relationship, these 12 women were unwittingly the other woman. Here's how they found out the truth. Example 1, started casually dating and hooking up with a guy I met through friends. It certainly wasn't serious, but it went on for a couple of months before fizzling out. I ran into him at the local pub one night. His face went white and he got completely flustered as he introduced me to his girlfriend. Initially, I assumed they started dating after we stopped hooking up and didn't say anything. She cornered me later that night and asked if/when we had been hooking up, and I answered honestly. It turns out they had been together for 3 years. She dumped him minutes later, and we went and did some shots together. We both lost 175 pounds of garbage from our lives and got a new friend out of the deal. Example 2, we were having sex, and when we were done, he casually said, "Okay, I have to go to my girlfriend's house."
Emotional, damn it!
Example 10, hung out with him for months, almost every day. I thought we were exclusive or whatever. Then I found some other girl's fake eyelashes on his bedside table. He tried to say they were mine. I don't wear fake eyelashes. It eventually came out and told me he'd been using Tinder to hook up. He got mad at me for figuring it out. Another time, I saw a girl at his house on somebody else's Snapchat story, and that girl turned out to be the eyelash girl. All in all, these and more stories exemplify how naive women can get, and especially how much they love justifying their poor choices. Sadly, no man will wife them up, and the men who use them will never stop their own polygamous nature. The seed will always be in someone else, but the side chick will not be taken to the altar. Stay strong, guys. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video, guys. Till next time.